I suppose until it went wrong at the end, I didn't really think I was going to make the film, to be honest, because a successful crossing of the ocean, you know, maybe that's not going to be so interesting. And so it was, they had the accident and everything went wrong, and so at first it was, James is a friend of the family for me, so at first it was more about, are these guys okay? Is everything, you know, have they survived? That was number one, and then James came back and he was really disappointed because he had lost so much of the footage. So some of the cameras went overboard, he lost so much of the footage, and he was really upset. He said that he claims that they saw a giant squid and some dolphins did this on their tails, but all of that footage is gone, and so he was really upset that they didn't have all of the footage, and it took him a long time to come around to the idea that we could make a film with what they had. And what they had was really just the first half of the voyage. I knew the end of the film. The end of the film was always very clear, and so we knew we had to reconstruct the end of what happened, so that was okay. And I knew that I had to turn 30 days into 120 days. So they filmed some really lovely stuff and some really honest stuff about what it was like to be out there, and some really honest material about the trouble that they went through and the pain they went through. And so it was just choosing a few moments from that material and choosing a few of those moments and spacing them through the film. So not trying to tell the whole story of the voyage, just trying to choose a few things that kind of showed them up as, you know, showed them as who they were, you know. We talked about cameras and how they should film things, but not too much. And then afterwards was the real job of what the hell do we do with the small amount of footage we have, and how do we tell the story, the real story, which was never on camera. So yeah, it was just, for me, I never wanted to tell a story about a successful crossing of an ocean, because to me there's not enough of a story there. But as soon as it went wrong and there was all of these constraints and footage was missing, and then it's a creative challenge, right? So then it became interesting. The most challenging one was when they get hit by the wave, just trying to bring that to life only with their voices and using footage that we took of different waves. So that was a real challenge. The one I enjoyed the most was just simply where they're drifting. I think it's halfway through their voyage and they have a beautiful sunny day, the ocean is glassy, and they decide to go for a swim, and they take the cameras underwater, and suddenly this other world opens up underneath the boat that you're not aware of at first. And yeah, we played around with music and just, yeah, tried to bring that experience of suddenly you're in a new world. Trying to bring that to life was a lot of fun, actually, yeah.